I might need to. I'm sure, like right now I'm trying to figure out like dimensions and design and shit like that. So, welcome on Cypher. It's gonna be sweeping. It is Shark. I'm looking at a bunch of ooh, in our stream, yeah. Lots of sharks and then skull characters. And I'm trying to figure out how to, you know, meld the two. Character design is still one of my weaknesses, which is why I'm going so slow. And I think I need to adjust the face a little bit. Because, like, when I'm looking at, like the skull mask doesn't end up taking up the full breadth of what they got going on. The nurse in your art stream, how are you, Starky? I'm doing all right. Also, welcome on Slifer and Aquaborb. Good night, Sweepings. Can we get shouts for Slifer and Aquaborb? Or wait, hold up. Aquaborb doesn't stream, but they use G Terrence emotes. If Renato and Thalita mains have 10,000 haters or 1,000 haters, I'm one of them. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna be here. All right, let's futz around with the face a little bit more. So one thing I think because as I'm looking at this, I'm like, this is kind of like this is a bit more of a downward angle than I'd initially like, you know, given it credit for when I was initially designing. Also, welcome on to Casper House. How are you doing, you sweet bean? Also, welcome on the student as well. Glad I have you. All right. Okay. Welcome on in, Zephyr. Glad I have you, sweet bean. All right, character design. It's time. It's time for me to fucking deal with this shit again. Where's... Hold up. There's the symmetry ruler. I'm using symmetry ruler to figure out at least the to figure out the what's it called? Outline. I love baklava, and I'm alive, and I'm so alive right now. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do some art for a while now, but I gave up because I couldn't draw hair. I definitely understand that impulse because it is genuinely hard to like to maintain an art schedule. Listen, I mean, there's a reason, like, you know, like I said, I've been struggling to figure out like how I want to do art for like here.
We're rats. We're the rats.
What's up, Chris?
Starky, have you ever thought that gods, plural, are possible, and if so, what would the requirements to become one be?
I don't fucking know. I mean, the answer is probably not. I mean, it's definitely an interesting world building question, and like as I do kind of like look around and to the idea of like building a world for like a tabletop RPG, it is kind of like important to ask those questions. Welcome on in, Phoenix and Kronos, though. Glad I have you, sweet beans. Superseded. Okay. But you know, so part of the thing is like, I think front-facing sharks are just very goofy. I need to be okay with it looking a little goofy. Moms and Shadow Cam, welcome on to Glad I have you, sweet beans. I
Mom's tail dance.
I love that Mix-Up bot is more consistent than the other bots, but it's got its own issues. Okay. So if I think about like, hey Borb, how are you? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right, all things considered. I'm definitely a little bit sleepy. It's a bit of a sleepy Friday. And admittedly, I didn't get a whole lot of things done. Life's been complicated recently for stuff kind of outside of stream reasons, so I'm just doing the best I can. Like, does it require a great achievement that defies the world itself, or is this something else? I hope you're having a nice night, Turkey. It's going all right so far. This, like I said, this week has been a bit of a shit show, to put it lightly. but we're getting through. So in VA at the moment, chilling outside my friend's apartment. Glad to hear you're all right. For sure. Do you mean like Virginia? Okay. Because this is this is basically me like reconsidering the shapes that I want to draw. You've been in the US since last week? Hell yeah. Hopefully you're having a good visit. Girly Pop Sam. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know. It's I swear to God, there's something going on with the fucking the weather right now. There's some fucked up shit going on. Like, you know, some curse of the ancient evils. That's like I feel like you know, like life is just so deeply chaotic right now that I don't necessarily even know like what I can do to make it easier, but we fight on in spite of the horrors. And hey, we got Jimothy, so he's helping up. He's basically the entire like aspect buoying my mood and personality right now. That's good. That's like yeah, festival was wild. All the metal bands were amazing, aside from the crazy events and crowd servers. And now relaxing with a different group of friends. Hell yeah! Rubbing a big tongue fixes a lot of things. Yeah. And hey, I mean, like, if I can channel this into art, Calzone, welcome on in. Can we shout out for? Oh, hold up. Can we get a shout out for Marms and one for Calzone? How you doing, you sweet beans? But also, like, no, to be because like I am a Tumby haver, but also you know, I would like to both receive and give Tumby rubs. That would be nice. Pet the art Yodi. Oh, that's right. Wait, I thought Calzone was a wolf. I did not realize you. I guess are you a coyote wolf or like a hybrid or am I the goobus? Have I been? Am I the drama? You're the one done up in silver tongues. Centuries erected in song. This rewrite the city size. I'm the stories left in time. Straight off from. I'm a hybrid, but I lean more into wolf now. Okay, that makes sense. I use some belly rubs. How long have you been arting, Starky? I've been doing art for at this point like a little bit more than 2.5 years. So I'm still by you know, no artist is ever going to think of their art as good. Is increasingly what I've learned about the experience of being an artist. But you know, I very much have a long way to go before I'm going to end up anywhere that I'm happy with. Okay, so I need to remember my shape language because creating anything at all makes you incredibly hot. That's fair. Because so when it comes to shape language, there's circles which are friends, squares which are strong, and triangles which are like threatening. So like I need to balance those three like design elements. Because like I'm trying to get the right now I'm trying to figure out like I've got design elements that I like, but I'm kind of like trying to figure out how I want to apply them in a way that like I feel like genuinely could be quite interesting. So like right now I'm trying to figure out like what the front view of the snoot looks like. Loud, the shot burning brighter than the scrow, dirty liquor, thick and bitter from the night we've done down. But no, because there's like a lot of stuff I want to do. Because like to be honest with you, this is so you know Sharksona is gonna end up like this guy here is gonna end up probably being my premier, you know, more lewd character. Okay, it looks like we are looks like we're just in a vibey mood today. So here, let me go ahead and put on my playlist. That's there we go. This is a good start. Is it a character for you? It is. And so I feel relatively confident in. I say relatively. Like I don't like my art, but I at least can depict something, and it becomes it's like very clear what I'm trying to draw. That's what I will say in defense of my own art. Actually, what might help is if I don't do this over the layer I already have. Is it going to be completely separate from your current Sona? It is. So Starky as my premier Sona ended up inheriting a lot of my like ace tendencies. So I always feel guilty. But like I want to get more like suggestive art with friends. But I always feel guilty at the prospect of putting my bird in it because like, you know, he very much represents like my more you know, like demisexual leanings. So I'm like, you know, it feels I can get suggestive art of Starky, but the idea of getting something explicit feels wrong. So I'm like, you know what? The design second Sona to kind of like help you know, bridge that gap a little bit. Okay. So, and this is something I honestly probably should do more, is like break things, like figure out roughly the shape of things. So Snoot, I feel like I want to do like square but like rounded. And like this is so it's the best description I'm looking like there is a description that I heard once for a friend Sona. And it's like the Sona was both hot and cute at the same time, and I'm trying to achieve that. Welcome on Casa, I thought I'd be sweeping. Where simultaneously like he's just adorable and like you want to give him head pats, but also like you know, like brain neuron activation. Is this Scylla's song? Yes, this is from this is Coral Crowns. This is the first one you listen to when you get to them in Hades 2. Reaching 90 prestige on Zarina today? Why? Because like this incidentally has ended up being more of a like if we go here, you know, this is a little bit more like, you know, not quite that severe, but like definitely a little bit like more like Ashley, like Dr. Cosmetic. They're the main reason I want to play Hades 2. Scylla did nothing wrong. She tries to murder you. God forbid a woman do a little murder. I mean, I don't care if she murders other people, but I'm just trying to fight my grandfather. What the dude? I don't need her bullshit in my way. Hold up. Is there a way for me to like, because like I haven't set delete ruler. No, that's link guide to ruler. Hold up. Is there like a way for me to set the ruler so that way it erases while, because currently it only creates which is weird. Murder where? Like, for whatever reason, like, so, like, if I draw something on one side and then erase it, it doesn't erase it on both sides, and that's annoying. So, like, if I do this and I erase... Why does it do that? I don't know why it does that. I think I need to probably update the version of CSP I'm using, to be fair. There's a way to change that? I'm currently using... What version of CSP am I even using? Version information. 1.13.0 from 2021. So yeah, I'm a couple years behind. So that's selecting the eraser, use a transparent color. Oh, that's actually incredibly smart. I hadn't thought about that. Then just draw with whatever pen you're using to work with that. Because like I like the proportions here. I think I want to give him the little like, just like not quite like kitty mouth, not like that, but just like just a little bit, of the like I don't know how to describe this, but you know, the like the slight upward pull, because it's very doggy coated. Okay. But no, that's actually a good point. I hadn't thought about that. That's really helpful information to use the like transparency, because then I could just like, oh yeah, that's such a nice tip. Being in the furry fandom has ruined my ability to speak the English language, because I said that's such a handy, such a nice tip, and then my brain was like, unironically, like there's a part of my brain that's now on the level of like the fucking like we're not doing phrasing anymore. It's like that level of brain rot has now fucking it's like infested my mind. Dun, 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 dun. So my mom learned about the Giga Chad meme. Because I think I like. How does this? Okay, so it's more of like a it's like straight top, and then like Starky in his future talks with his husband. The future husband is, you know, it might be overstating some statistical probabilities there. I'll die alone. Smile. This is a joke. I'm not actually gonna die alone. Probably. Dun, 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 dun. She called the Giga Chad meme guy really hot. That's so fucking funny to me, because the origin of the Giga Chad meme is literally they photoshopped a guy to look like the country of Chad from Africa. That's not a bit. That is the origin of the Giga Chad meme. Okay. Actually, I might. It might be worth. So I'm thinking about where. Somewhere like this. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Filling up my coffee cup. One way to shake me up. I never wanted to sleep. Memento mori leaves a debt. Haven't seen it yet. I never wanted to sleep. All right, and I think I want to pull this, you know, here. Just erase it and then, like, you know, move it towards the side. I'm currently using my sketching pen when I probably should be using... Can't remember my own name. This cage, I never wanted to sleep. I was actually recently reminded of the existence of a YouTube channel that I should probably go back and rewatch at some point, because I've since I used to watch it, I picked up art, and it was Drawfee. I need to go back and rewatch that and see if like I can learn anything about artistic principles from there. Because like they're like very bite-sized episodes. Like they're not like super you know, like super duper in-depth breakdowns of like artistic principles, but they do have like a little bit of a you know, there's still like, you know, the base level ideas there. Starkey Gartic Phone is a game you can play on stream now. I think that's fair. I should like grab people for Gartic Phone sometimes. May drowse the sheriff sense of the deep. Honestly, I need to do more collab stuff. It's so the issue is like I want to collab with people, but I just unfortunately do not have the spoons to schedule collabs. And I'm not necessarily like I guess I'm like not in like the premier group of people that do collabs. Like, you know, I'm not like I will spoon. Welcome on in, Bella's gonna have you, sweet bean. Yes, I'm fundamentally spooned out. Kill the lights and empty souls quietly behind the doors, half bleeding us just for fun. Stark needs to get a manager. Honestly, kind of. I feel like my spoons have turned into chopsticks. I mean, chopsticks are still usable. Raise soul, I've met your kind. Can we shop for Imbellas, by the way? But no, the big thing is just like I don't have the like resources to put together collabs myself. So I a lot of times I just end up like I'm always excited to be invited to one, but I never have like I'm never able to plan them myself. And it's a lot easier, I guess, to, you know, like that's true for everyone else. So it just means that, you know, I felt an imbalance, but wasn't sure why. Welcome on, Balderhina. Glad you, sweet bean. Yeah, playing is surprisingly hard. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily mind doing it, but like it is the kind of thing that's like it's not like a free action, you know? I think I like the tooth cutting out just a little bit more. Something like that. Okay. So far, I guess to be fair, this is looking not terrible so far. It's high praise when I'm saying something that's not terrible. It reminds me of the there's another artist, which is so the number of times I've seen an artist do something that like I could only fucking dream of, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, I don't it's absolute dog shit. I fucking hate it. Look at all the stuff about it that's wrong, and I'm just like, the fuck are you? How do you even conceptualize the level of like that you're making right now, and then understand like that there's still areas to improve? And I think that's just the artist experience, is that perpetual cycle. It's easier for us to see imperfections in our own work. Yeah. That was like kind of I appreciate it. Welcome on, Crush All. Glad to be Sweet Bean. I appreciate it because it was like the realization that like for everyone who sees your work, they're seeing it in its totality for the first time. When you're looking at your work, you see all of the work that went into it, and you see every single, and like as such, you're more cognizant of every single mistake. So like, you know, they even though like they are present for other people, they don't necessarily draw the eye as nearly as hard for other people as they do for you, in part because it's like, you know, I think I understand better how to have the little snaggle tooth here. But like it is still like wild. So who I was thinking of was Zangu, who is a fucking amazing artist, and literally has a counter on his stream for the number of times he says I don't hate that when describing his own art. And I'm just like, huh, it really does never go away, does it? Because like you know, their art is at the level where like I wouldn't necessarily be able to pick out the mistakes they're noticing. It's the perpetual game of the like, it's not perfect, even like, you know. Honestly, like it is funny because like the ability, like the mental, like the resilience that learning art has like helped me develop has actually been useful in other like other skill sets in my life, because like art is a very much a experience in frustration tolerance, is very much like my my feelings on the matter. And so like being able to like doing art and then having that like increased frustration tolerance has made other stuff easier, because like I'm now better able to cope with my own bullshit. As someone who goes who got it goes for everything, I was told I'm more talented than ex-pros in tennis, and I still see things I can improve myself. I mean, that's the thing. Honestly, I think it's so my go-to example for like the thing that like art helped me improve at was like mentality for fighting games, because it like there is that very similar. It's funny the like, so like art the art, there's very much like that perpetual frustration of like don't let yourself get frustrated because of, you know, like the experience of like with art, you're constantly comparing yourself to others, even though that's not necessarily what you're supposed to be doing, because it's like that's the best way to see like how to improve. And it's the same way with fighting games, except fighting games, there isn't a single player option. You know, you're always fighting against something. So you're perpetually reminded of the fact that like when you're getting your ass kicked is the equivalent of like when your art, like you see someone posting on Twitter that's like you could not have ever dreamed of making. Something to improve my train of thoughts while writing on Twitch. It's also nice being a supportive community that doesn't see it as a competition. Oh, for sure. Or at the very least, like, because like fighting game communities are like, you know, there's a reason they're called friendlies, is because you're playing them with friends. So like there is intrinsically that you know, understanding that like what you're doing in them is like it doesn't necessarily you know. Okay, I need to figure out how I'm gonna fit the eyes. Because this is to some degree behind the snoot. I guess just start by drawing the eyes and figure it out from there. But yeah, like playing with my friends is way different than playing games with friends is way different than playing fighting games and like ranked online. And I feel like I actually play better against my friends than I do in ranked, which is kind of funny. Also, in the Danganronpa 2 streams, has somebody said Nagi toes? No. Jail! Moderators. Crush their soul. Moderators, crease their Jordans. Hold up. Do I have that one fucking video so I can explain y'all with I need to explain. That wasn't serious. Hey, do I have a 7TV access restored? I can't remember. I don't know if I necessarily even removed 7TV access from you. There's just this character from there's a character from a gacha game who, like, her special ability is she can summon a ghost, like, mech named Mr. Sparhawk, and she, like, there's just a video of her getting fucking smacked, and she's like, fuck! Mr. Sparhawk, creases Jordans! Creasing Jordans! I don't think I triggered something that bad, this casually. Listen, we don't, you know, no Nagito. Nagito is not allowed here. Not since the incident. Okay, I mean it's fun, but I need to move the eyes outwards. Na 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 na. Starky, he is dead. You're safe. I don't trust the fucking game. I don't trust the game not to pull some bullshit. And there's that mint behind me, and it was all thanks to him. None this can be. You fly with me and run wild. Release your inhibit. Should I give him goofy eyes? Should I give him the cartoon eye classic? I guess it makes sense for them to be a little bit more rounded. Are we gonna is it gonna pull a Chiaki and pull out his laptop? He's gonna wake up in the morgue because he isn't actually dead somehow. Think tender red, it was brutal, yes, so beautiful. To redeem myself, Daddy Ascor. That is honestly incredibly funny. That's a typo. His butt is thick. His turns swing but praising, held captive by the allure. God, I One Piece Red is such a good piece of fiction. Starky, do I do a bit I'm thinking of? Do you? Wild, release your wrist. Winds of wrath, throw them away. I'm not gonna live in compliance. Iance. Your choice. No. Oh, I will say I've now officially caught up to the current release in JoJo's Part 9. Because I kept seeing images of the fuck ass stand from the most recent chapter. Like, okay. Hold up. The rods with the Riz. I need you all to see this fuck ass stand. We don't have a name for it yet. We don't have a name for it yet. But look at this fucking thing. Release your rage. Y'all, this is that's what it looks like. John Rod. The thing would go hard with some Jordans. This also is like, this might be the weirdest stand we've seen so far, because in terms of both design and like what it does, because it just shows up and kills a guy. No explanation. Like, multiple pages are spent on this thing just appearing from the sky, killing a man and not elaborating and then leaving. I'm pretty sure that this is like, this might be the main villain stand, or like an expression of it. Because like, it looks even more dumb in context here, because that's the cutout version. That's the version of it that we that like they removed the background. Please tell me I can find it. No, unfortunately, the image search is not working with me. Oh yeah, okay, here it is. Here it is. Yes, the John Rod. Because it looks even dumber in context. What is happening? Is it alt? Am I the idiot? Is it alt click? Look at this fuck ass stand. Man's just man's just stands up. Like he shows up out of the sky, gives the guy on the left there steppies, starts developing the bubonic plague, and then the guy on the left fucking explodes. Don't talk to me if you don't look like that. Yo, these beauty standards are getting unreasonable. You lose to a stand-up paperclip. It like, this like, even for JoJo, this is fucking weird. Holy shit, it's Click. Clippy is no longer fucking asking. This welcome on embryonic, let me sweet bean. It's like, it's not. I don't know if this is the main villain stand, because it just shows up and kills a guy. This should have been Clippy back then. He's just like me, for real, for real. You know who you know why this ends up kind of reminding me of in terms of design element wise? Hold up. I'm thinking of the right person. Like, I'm thinking of the right artist, right? Okay, this I can't play this song because it's too true to reality. Yeah, okay. I've accidentally taken inspiration. This was by no means intentional, but I've accidentally taken a little bit of inspiration from Aggie Wag, who is a Blue Sky artist. It's like this is the halfway mark between Aggie Wag and DA. So you could I think I might have a type when it comes to skull face designs. I mean, to be fair, I think that's like that's me complimenting my own work to some degree. I think I like giving them like really, really bushy eye bones. Because these aren't going to be eyebrows. But no, like so I'm now fully caught up on JoJo Part 9, and I'm very, very happy to say JoJo Part 9 might be the stupidest cast of JoJo yet. And it's not really it's like not close at all. They really said, like, what if we took every stupid character from every JoJo part and made them compose the entire main cast. The main cast of JoJo Part 9 are actually dumb as shit. And I kind of love them for it. Like one of the characters that, like, they get into a fight where they get sticker stuck on his skin, and he's just like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go to the lion exhibit so they can bite my foot off and I can use a conveniently snagged bit of lithium ion batteries to explode to make the lions run away as soon as they bite my foot off. And that's the character solution. And the fucked up part is it works. It works. That solution works. JoJo Part 9 or average Dengen cast, which is dumber. JoJo Part 9, and it's not remotely close. Okay, that's not fair. There is exactly one functionally intelligent character. The problem is she is the only character of the main cast who doesn't have a stand. At the very least, I don't think she has a stand. Because otherwise she definitely would have pulled it out. But she's like an actual functional adult. The rest of them are teenagers and they're dumb as shit. Having stand turns you into a himbo, noted. It either turns you into a himbo or it gives you... What the fuck? Me when I chew. Is this a... What is this? Is this a chopstick? Popsicle stick? That I chewed? You might have pica. Or an oral fixation. One of the two. I find it so wild that all JoJo characters are supposed to be high schoolers. That's not fair. In JoJo Part 3, Joseph is a... he is an adult. Avdol is an adult. And Jean-Pierre Polnareff is an adult. Part 4... Jotaro comes back as an adult. He's an adult in that one. Part 5, Bruno Bucciarati is an adult. Part 6, I actually don't know any of the characters' ages from Part 6. Kasai doing Kasai things. I was stimming. Listen, at that point, it is just a oral fixation. Hold up, what if I flip these around? I'm liking the shape so far, but let me flip. I put the dog in raccoon dog. Work of art. Because like, yeah, part 6. What is part 6 is weird because Foo Fighter might technically qualify as an adult. That one's weird. We're not talking about the logistics of animated seaweed. I think she's technically algae, not seaweed. I don't remember. Part 7 is part 7, to be fair, part 7, the main two are both adults. Part 8, they're the main character is an adult. And a lot of his like parts 8's weird about like who technically qualifies as a Joe bro. Welcome on, Ashel. Good night, sweeping. Good show for Ashel. How you doing, Starky? You're doing all right. I'm talking about JoJo's. So you know, your interest in the stream discussion may vary. But like, I don't know. I'm enjoying the new part so far. It's so far been significantly more interpretable. It's been significantly more like feasible to interpret than part 8 was. Which part 8 was so far, like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't my least favorite part, but it definitely was the one that I struggled with the most to be like, hey, what the fuck is going on here? It's not like Mirai Nikki level of like I have no clue what the fuck's happening, but it's up there. I'm running someone through the series now from the beginning. We just hit second story arc. So part 2, battle pendency. I love JoJo. I only watched until half of part 3 though. Part 1 is Fist of the North Joestar. Part 2 is Indiana Joge and the Friendliest Nazi. Part 3 is The Worst Vacation Ever. Part 4 is David Bowie Murder Mystery. 5 is a sound effect that what the fuck does King Crimson even do? And then part 6 is Florida Man has no idea how weather works. Part 7 is Horse Race with Jesus. Part 8 is David Bowie Memory Mystery. And part 9 is the gang from, honestly, it's the gang from fucking It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia perform a heist. King Crimson is the opposite of Pot of Greed. How do I like that? I think I'm just gonna take a note out of Aggie Wag's book and just do the fucking, like, you know. This will haunt me. The funny thing is, like, honestly, like, because so the power that is King Crimson apparently has been like more or less adapted into the most recent being used very, very loosely arc of Hunter x Hunter. Because like the way that one guy is the main villain of the newest the most recent, like the whale arc. I'm feeling mix of annoyed and excited, lol. But yeah, no, part 9 so far has been a lot of fun. Even if it definitely is just the cast from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia go on a heist. Veteran sits to away, smirking between dignified sips of his dignified peach and lime. Decorate. And isn't this exactly where you want me? I'm exactly where you want me, you know. Praying for love in a lap dance and paying in naivety. Oh, isn't this exactly where you like me? I'm exactly where you like me, you know. My keyboard is falling apart, but a friend was insanely generous, and I will get a new one soon. Hell yeah! Hopefully, it's a mechanical one. I can't go back to membrane keyboards ever since having my first mechanical. Well, that's right. Well, I may have faked it, and I wouldn't be caught dead in this place. I'm exactly where you like me, and this will be my first mechanical one too. Hell yeah! I hope you enjoy the clicky clackies. Exactly where you like me, I'm exactly where you like me, you know. Praying for love in a lap dance and paying in naivety. I love them. Just know that you'll never be able to type ever again without other people being able to tell that you're typing. Panic at the Disco? Hell yeah. Also, better run our, oh shit, I fucking, I goofed it! Be caught dead in this place. Afraid that well, that's right, well, I may have faked it, and I wouldn't be caught dead in this place. And isn't this exactly where you like me? I'm exactly where you like me, you know. Praying for love in a lap dance and paying in naivety. Oh, isn't this exactly where you like me? I'm exactly where you like me, you know. Praying for love in a lap dance and paying in naivety. Praying for love and paying in naivety. Praying for love and paying in naivety. Oh. I accept the curse. Understandable. But actually, okay, here's a real question. But I almost kind of like the sketchy effect going on here of like leaving a little bit of the eye like kind of splattered. It's giving almost a Mori in a way that I think is kind of cool. The sketchy effect is underrated. Okay, I'm actually liking the new version of this a lot more so far. Mine. To be fair, it is very. It's funny because like, it's the. I think this is almost like me developing a style. It's like looking at the two different approaches that I'm doing. I think I like the idea of having the like the cheekbone like spikes here. Maybe up here? Can help continue the it's very square. Who's this goober in question? I'm working on a secondary Sarna. The badger didn't stick in the way I was kind of hoping to. I like it. I like the design. I need to update it, but like I think I just decided that I'm gonna do a I'm gonna do a not safe for work Sona that's a skull shark. Because I like skull Sonas, and I like sharks. And I think both of them are very, very attractive. You know, people are getting more comfortable with multiple Sonas. What is this from? Blue Archive. It's called Unwelcome School. I was considering when I move, like when I move to a place with better internet, so that way, like it, because the redeem I have in mind will not work with my current bitrate. But when I move and I have better bitrate and I'm able to stream at like a like actually good like frame rate and visual fidelity, I want to build a redeem entirely around this song. I see a need that Beat needs to be booped. Welcome on in, Burb Sang. Look at Sweet Bean. Some people it works with, and others are not a fan. I think of it very much as like each of my like every character that I create, whether it's a tabletop RPG character or like a visual like a persona, they represent me in some way. It's just some of them represent me in different ways, and I think that that's all right. Is like having a character that I'm like, you know, that like I like, and I feel like I'm comfortable with, but maybe not necessarily like in every context. You also play TBT RPGs. That's awesome. Yeah, I started them back in college. Admittedly, I have not necessarily been consistent about them since I was in college. I've had in my mind like a world that I kind of want to construct for a TTRPG, but that's, you know, that's going to be probably a couple years down. Birdotomy, also song is on Welcome School. Welcome on a Minute Killer. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. I hate that Friday Night Funkin' music can occasionally be a huge ass bop. Because this song is a banger, but also I have to deal with the fuck ass sound effect of the character. Also, I forget is I don't think Friday Night Funkin' is in any way problematic, right? I know it's very Newgrounds coded, so like, you know, there's that intrinsic level of like there could very easily be problematic associations, but as far as I'm aware, it's relatively chill. I don't think so. It's just annoying. How do I like that shame? You don't like some songs because some of the chromatics blend in with the song, making it annoying to listen to. I actually like a song, a lot of songs with chromatics in them. There's a reason unironically, I'm one of those people who genuinely enjoys jazz. And like listening to like breakdowns. What was the fucking the French? My brain fucking had a stroke there. The French hyper like micro like what was it? The microtonal like indie band that made some noise recently because of how absolutely bizarre the show they put on was. Okay, so you're saying words, but I can't process them. French microtonal band. Angine de poitrine. Angine de poitrine. If I show you an image and if you've seen them, you will recognize this image because it is Your brain is saying words, but the mouth is not mouthing. I don't speak French is the problem for this one. But like there's a really fascinating breakdown about like some wild shit where like they'll have a song that's like, yeah, this is actually in 4/4. It's just that the fucking the beat is on like the 15 like the 5/16th like note. Nope, never seen them. It's like, yeah, fucking put your brain around that. And it's genuinely interesting to listen to, even if it can be a little bit abrasive at times. Business related. But no. I'm liking the shape so far. I'm friends with snipers. I'm in his leg. Shot him in his left leg. Man, not a cop. Being shot by his best leg. You know what I need to add to this? I need to add the Transcendental Cha-Cha to this playlist. Well, good luck. Have fun designing. Can't wait to see them, and also what horny scenarios we'll get into. Listen. I might or might not have written it, like design the character in a way where like I can get all of the kink card I want of him. Nope, that's not. I was focused on the wrong one. I'm not a cop. Neat, yeah. I got that. It cries in asexuality. Cries in demisexuality, I guess, rather. Pokemon and Darv. What a sweet bean. Good show for Darv. Rivality. For the 5 minutes, due to death. How you doing, Darv? How you doing, you sweet handsome bird man? It's my pants. Okay, the question is, do I go for spike beard? I think I go for regular beard. Okay, just went to a dentist a couple of hours ago. I hope the pain isn't so bad this time. Wait, we have to go to the dentist again? I thought you just went. Gravity, pain, reality. Till cha-cha-cha. Yeah, they split the root canal in 2 procedures. Oh my god. That sounds very, very painful, for sure. Welcome on, Pink Coochie. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Cha-cha-cha, salsa, oomba. I'm not loving the beard. Accidental cha-cha-cha. The only reason we don't have one program designed to turn all versions into soup is because the amount of autism needed would morph any attempt into another hightail. Oh, God. Okay. Here. We got a couple of songs in the suggestion queue, so. Oh. You can stay away since every day you keep coming back here. Now it's plain to see you wanna be under the sea with your favorite sirens. You're so obsessed with me, not that I can blame you for it. Die now. Hold up, I gotta remove the jawline first. That way it can songs that make you want to claw. Honestly, I kind of almost want to keep the sketchy detail, like even when I like do a more like highlighted version of it. Not that I can blame you for it. It's you. The question is, do I? No. The hell is he staring at? You. Is that too much? It's too much. I'm gonna keep. I think I'm gonna keep. Like I'm already, skull shark and plus beard plus the loot thing Starkey is going to make him do. Oh yeah, he's glimpsing through time to see all the fucking horny shit that he's going to be involved in. Starkey, the button makes it rain when pressed. How much you pressing it? I will flood the earth. There will be no survivors. Not even Moses this time. Down. Why does he have two noses on each side? Is it like a pair of eyes? Because it's a skull. Actually, what might, because like I like the snoot, but it might be worth bringing it in just a bit. Something kind of like that. I mean, this is kind of the time to experiment. So was a W song. I like the Living Tombstone, but I definitely prefer the stuff where he's like where he isn't making a like okay. I like the stuff that isn't FNAF related. That's the stuff that I'm like, I can take or leave it. Often their not video game songs sound a little more storied. Oh, like I love like Sunburn, Cut the Cord, uh Can't Find the Love. Like that stuff is like genuinely like it's some of my favorite music that they do. It is just it in my mind kind of a shame that they're the FNAF stuff almost certainly performs better than any of that though, which sucks. Because I do find it to be like the least inspired work that the Living Tombstone does. I will say one of the fucking wild things to discover was I recently learned about like the existence of LARP tubers, like YouTubers who LARP as another YouTuber, and that was weird. That was weird for sure to discover, but that makes no sense. So yeah, there's a guy, and he's like, he kind of sounds like Markiplier. So he's LARPing as if he were Markiplier. And you're right, it doesn't make any fucking sense. The Technoblade LARPing Indecent is wild. The one that's funny for me is, hold up, the LARPing Tombstone. I need to pull up the person who's basically, it's where they're suckling off of popular YouTubers. Let's see it. Okay, but sometimes they make some actual fucking bangers, because the LARPing Tombstone did a remix of Looping the Rooms. And it's like actually really well made and produced. In a way that like I'm like, is this even a LARP anymore? This is like to some degree you've just used him as a name to spotlight yourself, and like as a content creator, I kind of respect the grind. There's that. Apparently, when the Moist Critical called them out, the guy LARPing Technoblade was talking how it was making LARP tubers all scared when it was more don't LARP a dead guy. Yeah. That's like, it's like the person who's LARPing is Markiplier, or like the wild one for me is LARP Buscus. Honestly, like because like as someone who watched a lot of Tobuscus growing up, and learned recently that the guy went off the fucking deep end. I'm like, that guy is actually kind of doing a public service, because like that kind of silly, bullshit, like LARP is someone alive. Like this is genuinely extremely well produced and made. This isn't like Kurikasu, 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 fuda 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 furikutaru, 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 furikutaru. This is better than the original? Yeah, like it. I like the original Looping the Rooms. Like this in my mind is like just as good. It just has a different appeal. But like this is someone who's pretending to be another like musical artist. And like to some degree, I think it is like kind of, it's not necessarily cashing in on name recognition, but it is like, hey, you know, it fucking works. And my favorite part about that is that after the last like 5 seconds of the song, is just straight up him acknowledging that the bit is no longer a bit. I do think the Technoblade one though is definitely in poor taste though. Especially because there is actually someone out there that very much does a like Technoblade style of like video creation, Mr. Pancakes, where like he does the Technoblade thing where he just plays Minecraft and does deeply unhinged shit. Pokemon and Robin Merrick, let it be Sweet Bean. Wild tonal shift. I feel like that's kind of on brand for my stream though. Sergey, what is your new shark's name? I need to figure that out. I won't lie, names are the thing I'm the worst about when it comes to character design, and I'm not good at much else in terms of character design. I kind of need to figure out whether or not he's just going to be like, whether he's going to be like demonically powered or just an extremely powerful warlock first. I think I might just make him proper like demon coded. So yes, something cute, a juvenile spray that I hadn't learned how to peck yet. I love that birds need to like realize that like food doesn't just crawl into their mouths. Where like there's a period of time when birds learn how to fly, but before they like actually like are functional birds, where they just hold their mouth open near food and expect it to hop in. Welcome on to the channel. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. How you, Burp? I'm doing all right.
Nut.
What a nut. What a time to nut during the booty spam. We're getting somewhere. Booty nut. The nut booty. But no, like, it is, to some degree, it's like, it's name cashing in for, like, to do, like, LARPing shit, but also, like, I don't know. It's like, I understand kind of, like, there is, I can see that there is a genuine appeal to doing that. You know? The idea of doing something that someone else, like, used to do, but kind of, like, like doing like old versions of like Markiplier bits, I think is like, or like LARPy pie. I don't like the PewDiePie LARP. I don't fucking care. Ultimately, like, when it's not people who have died tragically, I think it's relatively harmless. This might be actual. I might, like, hold up. Something kind of like this. Welcome on in, Phoenix. Glad to have you, sweet bean. I'm currently doing that thing where I've designed a character and then I'm redesigning it but an entirely different art style. I'm redesigning the same character just in a different fucking art style because I feel like this one's a little bit more conducive to the vibes I'm going for. I like the idea of rounding it out more, but maybe not necessarily like that high. Got it. So you're doing a character design stream, not an art stream. Well, it's both. Bowser. What about Bowser? Look at his goofy nose. Honestly, all big and round. That's a good thing, actually. Bowser is a sex icon, just like Bluey's dad, Bandit. Famous sex icon, Bandit from Bluey. I will not be silenced. Do you want to hear a statistics trolley problem that someone has pissed me off about? Go for it. Bandit does have a bad toy. Rectangle father. You need to put people on Daddy Bowser, even more human Bowser. I actually consider the Bowser comparison to be like a good thing, though. Because that is Bowser is genuinely a good design. Okay, you either take 50K or flip a coin. If you win the flip, you get 1 million. What do you choose? I mean, I take the 50K. The expected value is the same either way, but the guaranteed 50K is wait, hold up. No, wait, I'm dumb. Stark, you just want to be to be a big man? Yes. That is also true. I'm like if it was 100K, then I would take the 50K guaranteed. I would take the flip because the expected value of that is 500,000. But no, I want to be a big boy with a big boyfriend or boyfriends, plural. Yeah, so there's a guy who is very loudly claiming there's only one right answer, the flip, and anyone who believes otherwise is unintelligent. The perspective I see his drawing is makes it look like he has two noses or a split snoot. What I'm going for is so like it's basically these holes. They're basically the skull holes. I would say, because that is one of those hypotheticals where it's like $50,000 starting with this polycule of each body type of large. No, we would have a twink as well. Twinks are hot because they highlight the big. Also, twinks are fun to bully. Respectfully. Because 50K is life-changing money and ending up with nothing would haunt people about losing. It's like, okay. For me, it's one of those like opportunity costs. Like in this hypothetical, it is objectively mathematically correct to go for the flip. But that is, of course, assuming that they have the means to survive without the 50K. The guy is an idiot who is, which is equating emotion with statistics. It's like you like if you have the means to survive without the 50K, you go for the flip. And if you don't, that's like you're just mathematically you're making a mistake. But if you need the 50K, like if the 50K is fundamentally life-changing, then you take it. So we're ignoring that inspo image that had the most Chad skull features. What? Are you talking about Mixties? Because Mixty art's fucking spectacular. Like I got a bunch of like visual references that I'm using to kind of inspire this. There's definitely a certain artist I take a lot of inspiration from, and when it comes to shark designs. I'll leave a note for the skull/snoot. We can use the 50K for debt, for emergency, for a whole bunch of life stuff. This is not a question that can only exist in a vacuum. In my mind, the 50K, in order for me to pay, like 50K in my mind is like you're settling. You're fundamentally settling. Sorry, I'll stop with this train of thought. That's fair. But it's like it is less than the other way around. But like it also like it, you know, it is. Reference reminds me of Puppy, a large skull dog in VRC. I have accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. Less, yes, but there's nothing wrong with taking just taking the smaller sum. It is an interesting hypothetical. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like if I know easily what choice I would make, and the choice would be, you know, the mathematic one. But like, you know, I'm not gonna be like anyone who doesn't take that's a fool. Because I don't necessarily know the like life situation of whoever else might be involved in this hypothetical. I think the 50K is better every time, unless you're like old. $50K is 100% win, where the coin. I do a lot of 50K and I don't have the same debts and stuff others have. In my mind, I'm like a lot of like, okay, I'm not being like attacked. Like the 50K is not making a difference for me in the short or medium term. In the long term, it probably makes a meaningful difference. But for someone who's like so in debt that they need the 50K to stop the fucking like the knee breakers from coming around, yeah, I can see why you would pick it. I just don't necessarily think that I would be dissuaded away from picking picking the coin flip. There's almost like a bell curve, interestingly enough, where like I feel like it oscillates based on like your, there's like a sine wave of like I feel like the distribution in terms of like people who would pick what. Because like if you're like right here at like you're like you need the money, you go for the guaranteed every single time. But like if you're like comfortable enough, like you're not an immediate risk. You take the gamble for the 100 or the million because you're here. So like, I honestly it might just be like an inverse bell curve, where it's like this is like you really need the money versus you really don't need the money because like. For 50K, like, when you're here, the 50K is like a negligible amount, and the million is also a negligible amount. So it just ends up being like a exercise in like marginalization. Like you make 5K a year passively off the 50K, basically doubling it if I left alone for a decade and the million. How the fuck are you making 5K a year off of 50K in savings? Are you assuming a 10% return? Because like that has been not a statistical average across the last 50 years. Across the last 10 years, maybe, but also we are currently in one of the most bubble-heavy periods, financially speaking, that we've ever seen. On average, you're probably looking at about like a 2 to 3% return in like a healthy, normal economy. So you'd be making like $1,000 a year, which isn't bad, but it's not amazing. Actually, I can spreadsheet this much better. Okay. I'm trying to figure out like how I want to like shape the head around it. Think of the save reminder. That's actually extremely well warranted. It's been a hot minute, and I've done a lot of work on this. I miss Mixie's work. Mixie streams on Twitch now. I've been lurking in his streams a lot. No. I give him the fucking the haircut from those one characters from Water 7 of not JoJo's but One Piece. Oh, that's right. Hold up, Phoenix. Have you seen the newest fuck ass stand from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Have you seen the fuck asses stand? No. This is a stand that I mean I don't need to explain that, but also look at it. Look at it. Look at the way that it is. I love it. It shows up, applies steppies, gives a case of the bubonic plague so bad it splits a man in half, leaves, does not elaborate. That is what happens from this fucking thing, and I kind of love it for that. I feel like we're still too early on in the part for them to introduce, like, I feel like even though it like shows up king shit, honestly, yeah. What's the name? We don't know yet. You know that one walking cycle from SpongeBob? Oh, that's a really good comparison, actually. That's really funny. But no, like even for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, that stand showing up is definitely odd. It's at least like some kind of enforcer type stand, but I feel like it's too early for them to introduce the like main villain's main stand. I guess to be fair, no, because we're still in. Also, Phoenix, you will be happy to know that they have effectively we've reached full Part 5 remake status because we have the second torture dance. We got Torture Dance 2.0. I actually didn't look at like what song that Rocky put it to, but I probably should. Vocal percussion happening on full another level, coming from my mind. They do the default Fortnite dance. It's kind of honestly like you're kidding, but also okay, it's not necessarily incorrect. You have to remember with JoJo's is like Danganronpa, and that you're not allowed to make jokes about it because those jokes are just actually the plot. Also, I can confirm Part Nine's cast is the stupidest JoJo's cast we've had yet. Like the smartest character is like Narancia level from JoJo Part 5. That's where we at. That's where we at with the current group of morons, and I love them for it. Okay, that whole 10% interesting thing, I'd say it hit like a million year to by retirement age. No, I'm saying the 10% interesting is not a reasonable assumption to make given the current like financial landscape. So you can't actually make that assumption because we're expecting a crash at some point in the next few months. The economy gets rattled by the bubble bursting. There would be different scenarios there, but in the theory, the million is more inevitable if you wouldn't benefit. I think that's on a level of like your justification that I think doesn't necessarily line up with reality. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, I'm already kind of falling in love with them. What if I remove this? We're getting somewhere. Nah. I like it more to like, you know. We can still kind of like imply that there's like a line of continuum, but I think I like having this shape there as like a clear kind of delineator. So it's a valid point, but I'm not sure I can properly adjust this without speculating a ton. Because like a lot of the like to some degree, it's like my pet peeve when it comes to financial discourse is that a lot of financial discourse outlets are like, oh, like if you put back like $5 a day for the next 10 years, you'll retire with like $100 million. But that's assuming a frankly unreasonable amount of continued success from a financial market that is currently deeply unstable. It's the discourse that like is the like, how dare you purchase anything nice for yourself instead of putting it in the like fucking stock market? And like that's like one of my pet peeves when it comes to like the discourse around finances. I wish I could earn 1,000,000% interest, if only. Welcome on to Lobster though. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Taxes would go crazy though. I incidentally have made a couple of friends who are quite well off, and from everything I hear, taxes are very much a stressful stressful part of the year for all of them. The dick by giving it CPR. And now he sings too. Cupcake is wild. Okay. Is this like this? I feel like this is like so excessive that like this can't be horny even for the people who are like you know, for people who are into women. It's like you're trying to bird to say bad words at guests. It's less about being enticing, more about being creative. I suppose that's fair.
What does this button do? Please, please, do not push the button.
Okay.
You have no idea what it...
Look, I'm trying to order the fucking Pizza Hut, and it just keeps showing me if we can we tempt you with cheese sticks. I don't.
Chaos. How could you trap her in the cheese stick dimension again? I thought you were over this.
Oh my god! Like I'm not even. Look. No, please.
You didn't trap her in the cheese stick dimension for so long.
Check out.
It's what she deserves. Wow, I can't believe you hate women so much. That you would trap one of them and that she is attention. Actually, I got for similar energy. Pause the song real quick. I got a short video. Just send it over. I'll get it all set up. I feel like the idea to invest your youth away is deeply flawed. If I had 50K, I might try something like gold, so it at least holds value past cash. Hold up. The text here says when your meat curtains are packing. Hey, Oceana, what the fuck did you send me? Oceana, what did you send me? What did you send me that has the subtitle? Well, come on, Dr. Hawk. Let me see. Give me a show for Dr. Hawk. Oh no, not this TikToker. I don't know anything about the female anatomy. I'm pretty sure that they're referring to labial folds. Um, um, what? What the fuck? The fork is insanity. The fork needs to go away, girl. This is you should see the your mom video she makes. The fork is banned. That is holy shit. Actual poetry. What I admire the actual honest to God writing. Trust me, the video I sent you is good. I sent you something. Oh, we're not getting any more progress done today, are we? I'll be able to hydrate. I actually need to get more water at some point as well. You opened a video on stream. Yeah, that was a mistake. Why is she talking into a banana? I know that the dumb shit that's happening on my screen is happening, but why is the banana? Mere moments later. What the fuck did I just watch? Also, we're about to run our second set of ads here in a bit. Someone send me a doctor? I feel like I'm having a stroke. I I don't know how to respond to any of that, so I can't. I do, it's like I do love the the depths of surreal comedy that people reach on TikTok. Thank you for the clarification on not and yet to have been done. When not done, but today, which was yesterday, but only in the context of what isn't and therefore is. I will ensure that the not is done. There you go. Congratulations. Have you ever been so far, or even to go to so far as to think as to go as to do? Chat, we might have broken the borb. You did this! You did this to me! This is your fault! Call 555-1455-44455544. Why do they call it an oven when you oven the pizza of out hot? What do you call an oven when you oven the cold food of out hot? Eat the food. That is, that is not, is that it is. I'll be honest, I was looking at other things. Also, I said some shit through Kelsey said some shit, and now my brain no work. And now I'm all of y'all's problem.
What does this button do? Please, please, do not push the button. You have no idea of what it...
Thank you for automating the watermelons. Now I don't have to automate the watermelons. That might be the most NPC ass shit I've ever said. I think I could do an NPC stream for exactly one stream. I think I've got one stream worth of NPC energy in me. I just remember that one phone number jingle. You're not scantily clad enough to be an NPC streamer? No, that's the PC. The PC is scantily clad. NPCs wear, like, fucking actual outfits. Okay. I guess I am a PC. Me when I'm a player character. Is this your fucksona? Yes. That's a great way of putting it. I might leave the beard off. Or at the very least, like, turn it more like into a chin strap. What is their disposition? Depends on the situation. I guess their disposition is probably like probably mirthful, probably goofy. He's just a goober most of the time until he smells blood in the water, and then he fucking pounces like a shark. He's seeing my sins. He does not approve. Got it, so Angie bottom? No. Hold up. I thought mirthful was, like, positive. Like mirthful is, like, yeah, full of gladness and merriment. Characterized by or expressing gladness and merriment.
Wretch, wretch, we're the wretch.
In case of emergency, call 0118 999 88199 9119 725 3.
The thing is, like, I actually, like, his base form is going to be a little bit more slender than I usually get, like, because, like, I drew it, and I realized I think I actually need to thin it out a little bit. Because, like, I drew it with, like, normal proportions. But I think I need to, like, slender him down a little bit. Me commissioning the fat fur artist. Yeah, can you make the belly smaller? So joyful top then? Exactly. Actually, hold up, because I think it's I gotta like make sure the brow line. So it's a bit more like that. Welcome on in, Kaimun. Glad to have you sweeping. A shout for Kaimun.
Wretch, we're the wretch.
Starky, twinkify this himbo.
I feel like some amount of I feel like there's some amount of DA influence that is visible in this. I couldn't necessarily point to what it is, but I definitely feel like it's present. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome on in, Jaren and Tails. Glad to have you sweeping. Good shout for Jaren as well. I think you're doing great so far. I'm doing some shape stuff. Like I said, I had the basic design elements down, but then I didn't necessarily like the style that I was doing, so I'm kind of redoing it. And I can't wait to redo it again next time. Because I'm like, I don't like the style. I have no complaints so far with your choices in the vision I see. Gay? Gay, 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 gay. Look on Magic Eye. Glad I have you, Sweet Bean. Okay. I'm kind of just like futzing around with the shapes until I find something that I like. To some degree, I think that's just character design, right? Is like you kind of just like, I'm sure like that, you know, this is like that. So I went for mirthful. So like the shapes I'm primarily looking towards are squares and circles, but I also like having some triangles in there to like actually like have a little bit of menace to design and like the sharp angular edges, you know. It's all like in balance, and I think that like I'm doing an okay job. This is definitely going better, albeit significantly slower than my first attempt at character design. Oh, Shanna, what the fuck did you put in my queue? Hold up. Well, okay. There was a song I was driving myself crazy trying to remember it because I couldn't remember what it was. It's not the fuck, what's her hold up, let me oh, so there's a song I was thinking of, and it was like, it's not Kim Petras, it's someone else, but it's very in her style, like it's very much reminiscent of something that Kim Petras would make. And I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the song, but all I remember is that the opening lyric is "Take a shit in the shower, stomp it down the drain," and I think the chorus is like "Ass up in the air, put your ass up in the air." Starky, not every memory has to be remembered. I mean, there's a reason I didn't remember that. It's probably because it's like it's now a trauma association. That one I've never heard of. I'm gonna lose my mind because I definitely played it on stream before. Wait, what is the song? This is a song request stream. As you can tell from the song, about the big lips, big flavor about a woman's vagina. Cool. Because I don't have that as any of like a song in any of my queues. Yeah, this is going significantly better insofar as that, like, I actually feel like I'm designing a character rather than making an eyesore. Oh, that's actually a bomb ass. Like I love the Mob Psycho 100 openings. I'll put that in there for you,
him,
Kasai.
The buck and fuck, the sax haver, the instigator of orgasms, the certified banger, the moist maester, the slip and slider, the red rocketeer, the deep talker, the bulge
Red
baller,
Rocketeer, I
the
feel like
creamy
has
quacker.
problematic connotations. Specifically in the context of stating what a bunch of euphemism for penis. Without any other context. All right. Thank you for checking in, Kai Moon. How you holding up? Hopefully you're having a good, a nice, comfy... Okay, that doesn't look like even remotely like a beard. And I thought the cream cracker would be the problematic one. This one, that one gets a pass because I'm... that one gets the pass because I'm white. That one we can get away with. Twitch isn't going to send me to the gulag. I'm glad you're doing comfy though. As comfy as you can be in any one of my streams, given how the curse potential is always immense.
Where the rats?
Starky, can you stop pressing that doorbell? I know it has a nice ring, but it's too much already.
Crisp, I'm not pressing any doorbell. You're not smelling toast, are you? We might have to get the rat crash cart. We could just replace Crisp again as we do replace him a lot. Yeah, but that's not free. That should cost money. It's more expensive to clone him than it is to, keep him alive. I don't see you going out getting fucking research grants for us. That's the Borbs that do that. And the Borbs, not great at research grant, proposals. They do their best. They just kind of show up with suspiciously large amounts of money, and I don't know where they get it from. With how much food it is these days, it might be cheaper to clone Crisp. Well, come on in, Spout. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Spout, I am drawing shark. Look at this shark creature. Hope drawing is going well. It's going all right. I drew the shark once, and I'm like, I hate the way that this looks, and I decided to redraw it entirely in a completely different style. This is going to be my spicier Sona. So I'm currently working on making him simultaneously adorable, but also horny. I want him to be both like adorable, snuggly, but also very hot. And that is a very fine line to tread. But hopefully you're doing well. It's looking really good so far. Thank you. I need to probably, because the proportions. So I want to get him. I want to get like art of like some gross sequences. So I have the proportions set out, but I probably need to make him a little bit more slender. This is probably still a touch too thick. Because the growth is hotter when they start smaller.
Where the rats?
The Borb drones ate all the chips. Again, both potato and computer this time.
Well, at least I have my personal stash. Spicy plush short. I mean, yeah. Now I remember what I was doing. You're welcome for reminding you of what you were doing. I have no idea what you were doing. I want to properly hammer out a character design for a Chestnut Sona. I feel like Chestnut is like the single most under-respected furry character, like furry Pokemon design. Welcome on to Ilianos. Can we show for hold up? We got a show for Spout, and then can we also get a show for Illy? I feel like Chestnut is the most fuckable Pokemon that doesn't get nearly as much like art drawn of him. Spout already got, yeah. But also go give Spout and Illy a follow. They're both adorable sweet beans. They're both big Bara guys. Emilia, Bara is not the correct term for Illy because Bara implies homosexuality where Illy has none. Error 404, homosexuality critically not found. I won't lie. The first time I saw you had queer baiting as one of your tags, Illy, I fucking laughed so hard. Because I know exactly what conversation led up to that. I wish people would draw service top chestnut himbos. I'm being the change I want to see in the world. Hell yeah. Chestnut only got some love from the furries after getting his Mega Evolution. There was definitely a couple of people who gave like one of Scintilla's mods is a Chestnut. Here, let me cube it again. Check Telegram. Oh my god. I swear to God, if you to be fair, like I actually like I need to be like, hey, can you send me more references to like my friends that have like really good builds?
I've received a research proposal on cheap mass-produced RAMs, but they didn't elaborate on why. Should I approve it? Yeah, go for it. The Gen 6 starter megas are so sad for me, for not only being FOMO, but also ranked rewards only. But Mega Chestnut is too regal and grandpa. I love him, but I want him to be proud of me, and not I want him to top me. That's fair. He gives you head pats and tells you you're doing a great job. Also, I will point out that is, if I had to choose a Digimon character that is the closest to Chestnut's character, like Mega Chestnut's design, it's probably, not Jaren, but, Tormund. The orange guy, not the orange guy. Is he? Yeah, the yellow guy, that's it. I'm like, these two have the same energy, and I couldn't tell you why. Okay, this is a fun design. Hold up, have I been sent? I did get sent an image from Ilya. God damn! You are fucking so yoked. Holy shit. It's gotta be wild being like that, you know, big in the furry sphere where there's like so many queer people. Cause like I can tell when a lady is flirting with me. It doesn't necessarily happen all that often, but like I can usually tell when it happens. And every single time I'm always like, well, that's neat, you know. In my mind, I'm just like, well, you know, this isn't necessarily like this isn't going to go anywhere, but it's still neat to feel like represented, like appreciated by, you know, to have people think I'm hot. I hope that that's the same feeling in the furry community, because I imagine you definitely get a lot of very forward comments. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I didn't like it at all. That was horrifying. Thank you. This has been posted around Discord and fitness channels, so it's not a private photo. Okay. It definitely helps with the esteem boost. You are a... Hold on. Because may I show it on stream, since it is a... Thank you, Crash Hall.
Where the
Some
rats.
Satan summoning. Crisp does that occasionally.
Wait, never mind. I saw some circuitry bits in the break room, which explains why my multi-million-dollar gaming PC isn't running properly. The bulbs just want to eat the RAM.
They'll do that occasionally. No, that's not right. I gotta make sure I'm showing the right source. The correct source. Media viewer. Perfect. Goddamn. Welcome on in, Calber. Glad to you, sweet bean. They mastered Bikubot horror. You're sure for Calber? How you doing? How you holding up? The description I've heard in my mind, I'm reminded of a post I saw online of like someone being like, yeah, I get a lot of compliments from gay people. And it's like receiving money from a country I've never been to. It's like, wow, this is useless. But if I ever decide to switch sides, I'll be rich. And honestly, you know what? I can kind of appreciate that. And okay, not having a great evening, but otherwise doing well. Something in the air, man. It's something about I think it's like the summer heat, where it's like it's got everyone kind of, you know, shorting out, unfortunately. God knows that like my life has kind of been on fire for a little bit now, but hopefully you can just like chill and kind of reset here. Chilling is the plan. Heck yeah. Admittedly, like we are relatively chill, although there will occasionally be cupcake songs that show up in the music requests, because they are open music requests. Also, I'm drawing a spicy shark. This is going to be my spicier Sona. No, I still blame you as a streamer for them. You know what? Understand. I understandable. I could skip them. But no, I think this is like between the two, I definitely feel like this one is a little bit more like it's the same design elements, but I feel like this one is like more this one's more personable almost. There's nothing wrong with like the bottom one. It's just like it really is funny the degree to which like I feel like this is exclusively a stylistic change, but it has such a huge impact in terms of like the way that it looks. Until if I ever need to stop with Chris having multi-dimensional episodes. No, I think it's really fucking funny, honestly. Keep doing it. I'll definitely let you know if it ever becomes too much, but I think it's one of those things where it's like, as long as there isn't, as long as like if you do it while like stream is relatively chill, I think that's like the perfect time where it's just like, yeah, it's like the like eye cleanse of like watching a video or something. The Sona that'll have a dick version of the model. You're not incorrect. Although I can't necessarily imagine getting a model of this guy. I envy those living in the southern half of the world. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make him a little bit less I mean, what if I just like I just take the fucking take the body and just fucking just squish it sideways. Because this is the rough build. I made him specifically shorter on purpose. I might need to make his arms a little bit wider if I'm going to slender down the body, but we'll give it a try. Yeah, no, I feel like this instance of character design is definitely going a bit more smoothly than the previous one did. Maybe I need to make the face a little bit more slim. Retransform. Welcome on, Sig. You're glad I get Sweet Bean. Sturmkey, free transform, Starky eyes emoji. Doing a seven for Sager, and also one for Slifer. How you guys doing? Welcome on, Slifer and Sager. Glad I get Sweet Beans. I'm currently working on the spicy version, the spicy Sona. He's shark with skull face and beard, and I think that those are fun character elements. Do they have a skull face and a beard? Yes. It might be a little bit cleaner. Here, because like if I here, let me hide the body. Think Pro just a bit. I mean, that was one of the character inspirations. Was this character was inspired by Puro, and this has definitely also got some Puro in it. So from an archaeological standpoint, that happens sometimes. Holy shit! Oh yeah, Mixty's art's great. Hair will not be preserved, but skin. They'll bring that reference back. Yeah, this is Mixty. Thank you, no problem. Gosh, I'm slowly. I've been lurking in Mixty's streams for forever now, and I'm like, I was like halfway to like getting his top tier because he offers the like, you know, free sketch for, you know, share that man boob with the rest of the chat. No, I'm greedy. You know, or no, it's, you know what? I'm not greedy, but I will share, but it's potluck style. So you got to bring your own man boobs. Welcome on, Izzy and Los Primos. Glad I have you, Sweet Bean. Also, welcome on, Gadget. How you doing, you Sweet Bean? But yeah, so this is Mixty. Mixty points. This is why I'm gay. Yeah, men hot. But how you holding up? Hopefully you're staying safe and cool in spite of the heat. Your art is cute. Thank you. I'm definitely sorry, Stargate. I don't think I got any. I mean, we can fix this. This is a fixable problem. Me throwing out the like throwing my friends into the gym, and also me going to the gym myself. But I do some Fortnite, so lurking for a boar. Awesome, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate the lurk. I mean, honestly, that's the big thing. It's like, I absolutely want to work out, and I know I can put on muscle relatively easily. I just need to have someone who will consistently get me out there. Mom said it was my turn to send you a random YouTube short. Oh my god. Actually, fair, we've had a lot of YouTube short suggestions. We actually have one from Hawk that I missed earlier. If Hawk, if you're still here, I'm gonna put that on real quick. Also, it's like these are genuinely useful for like eye refreshers, for me to like look away from my art and come back to it and be like, oh. Oh, hold up, that's not the right source. that's Ilianos. I was like, oh yeah, I still have it on the everyone ignore that except for but also gosh, Ilianos is beefy. Too late, I have looked. What did they come into? That was a picture of Ilianos, who is a very very confident, like Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on wrong with my brain? Just deciding to give up for a moment there. Ilianos, straight but very very clearly got that power build that I am very neat. That is neat. Brain no work because me think about power build. Not not the Matt Maltese as the world caves in the fucking background is killing me. Remember when I got annoyed at my ankle skin being too thick, so I scrubbed it until it was raw? Well, a rash has inspired me to learn this whole skincare thing is because I'm tired of my skin randomly getting annoyed. I love you can see the fucking the part where the green screen's cut off. I love the degree to which fucking TikTok is just the most unhinged fucking absurd comedy. You know what? Fucking facts. Gotham's a shit show, man. God, comic books are fucking stupid. I love like properly written Batman. Gotham is like built on the cursed swamp, has the Lazarus pits, and the Illuminati's trying to kill it. All of this is real things. Wait, what? Oh, I forget comic books or comic books. So yeah, that makes sense. God, I what's the term for like the thing that's going on here where like the pics like the fucking pixels are vibrating back and forth. What is Oceana, what is this? Is this PS1? I am dithering, that's the term. What are the this is that then it's because the PS1 using half precision decimals instead of normal. What is Oceana, what is this? I I hate that this is like this feels like iterative meme design. This reminds me of the like the Kahoot theme, but it's secretly like Sweet Dreams Are Made of These, except they kept getting fucking iterated on. Hold up. There was one of these that reminded me of the. I had a name I wanted to show, and now I can't fucking remember what it is. So I'm stopping this meme early. You've ruined it. You've ruined my brain. But no, did is an interesting look. A city full of dysfunctional humans with a garden variety of sociological and pathological conditions. Oh yeah, no, just fucking throw Gotham into the fucking the furnace at this point. Start fresh. Start get bad news. Your brain may have already been ruined. Listen, my neurons have been activated because I got sent a picture of a hot guy. What do you want from me? I've been so fucking down bad recently. What is wrong with me? I'm like my brain has actually been like so fucking tilted recently, and I don't know why. It's like actually a little bit annoying. It's called being horny. Fair. You know what? That's a good point. I didn't consider that. I didn't consider this hypothetical. The gay birds are dancing in your head too much. Is there like a lock the position? Adjust position. Interpolation method. Like when the crime rate being so high, the rent in Gotham must be dirt cheap. You know what? That would make sense, actually. There are two birds in Starky's head, and neither of them can stand up straight. I didn't manifest this into reality, right? This was in the queue before I mentioned the Kahoot theme, right? Imagine Mr. Freeze is your landlord. Welcome on, Duck. How you, Sweet Bean? Oh, how does the thing go? I can't. Shit. Hi, I'm StarkyMorph, or as my friends call me, Starko. What would you put up? What would you put up with for a rent of $100 a month? Ghosts. Yeah. Introduction. What was the fucking meme I was going to show earlier? I'm actually losing my. I'm kind of annoyed at myself. It was. What was it to do with? It's like as the world caves in. Oh God, it's fine. I'm not that mad about it. I'm not that mad about it. I'm extremely mad about it. I'm going to be displeased about this the entire. Wait, is that one broken? Oh shoot! Can we get a refund on the "We'll be right back"? Was that? Oh no! Yeah, hold up.
Cut of shit in Gotham. They just forced me to sell my old house so that this Doctor Strange motherfucker can turn a quarter of the city into a prison. Granted, my house only cost $1,000 and I have a stable job at Wayne Enterprise, but the memories.
Hold up. It did the fucking thing that I hate where like OBS will just change the fucking OBS will just change the port that it's using for its WebSocket server. And I don't wait, no, it's not OBS. I think it's fucking StreamerBot. StreamerBot, why are you like this? Actually makes me so fucking annoyed. Connect. Okay, there we go. No, do not close that. Can we, you also get a refund on the "We'll be right back"? Also for Batman and his money, he's running at least 3 charities that are actively making Gotham better, like to the point it wouldn't be kind of utopian anywhere else. He's just starting from fucking ground zero. Me, now. That's too much. There we go. You know, because I want to get like muscle growth sequences. Actually, it probably would benefit me to have like both like a
Gotham is the prices still resemble what boomers think we have to work with.
Gotham is the prices that still resemble what boomers think we have to work with is wild. Muscle growth, yeah. So the idea of it is that this is going to be my more this is my go-to Sona for like not safe for work oriented stuff, and the theming is sharks, gummy sharks, so that way I can get like a goo stuff, and then skull masks. I need to figure out the name for him though. I think I'm gonna make him like demon shark coated. Because like if only skulls were real, man. I wish skulls were real. I still have a fucking like knee-jerk panic response to this song, by the way. It's not gone away. It's lessened with time, but I'm still experiencing like a notable increase in cortisol. Oh, hold up a moment. I might have to close the queue. It's kind of popping off tonight. I don't think I'll be able to get through all of it. Let's see. 2 minutes, 4, 9, 13, 17, 20, 24, 28. Yeah, we're not going to get through all the queue tonight, unfortunately. But I will disable the requests and also disable raids. Because I do not want to be trapped in the raid dimension. I was born without a skull. Man, it really makes you think. All right. Why did it pop up interesting? Fascinating. There we go. Stop raids 1 hour. Perfect. I'm like
Wretch. We're the wretch.
Disable this pants grab.
That's just a no bulge as a kink. That's just chastity kink. I mean, we can do it. I should not be working on this fucking thing live on stream. It's bringing out my more unhinged elements. I can't be trusted. Starky, you good? I don't know anymore. So probably not. I'm having a month and change. Goose Shark can do that, Starky. The Goonolge. Christ, who isn't? You know, that's a terrific question. I don't think I think everyone's having a bit of a month and of bullshit, honestly. I took Starky's last brain cell, and if you listen to it, you can hear the ocean. I need to finish this show. I watched season 2. I've not watched season 3 yet. William. They definitely fuck up pronouncing frustration, but in one of the funniest ways imaginable. You really didn't? I really didn't what? Oh no, I stopped it for season 2, and I'm like, because season 2 has such a good ending. That's like, what, you know, what is season 3 even about? That would not be what the I thought Starky's last brain cell would be saying right now. It'd probably be making the G like. It would probably be like. My last brain cell is in a room with the concept of big man, and it's just like it's just like running into it is just Gmod collision my brain cell into the concept of big man. I stopped Stranger Things, stopped season 4, and just pretend Vecna died at the end of the season. I have somehow managed to dodge every truly disastrous piece of media that like started good and went horribly, horribly wrong. Because like
Wretch, wretch.
this is gonna fucking brain flood me.
My last brain cell has a gun and is constantly threatening to shoot itself to escape the world we live in.
Honestly, mood. I mean, his last brain cell is saying the ocean in fear. But no. It's something about, like I think it's something about like the heat where it's like it's got tempers flaring. So like, you know, I've been privy, like I've been incidental. I have not necessarily been myself involved in any fight, but I definitely have been like there have been a lot of shit that's happening around me, both in terms of like interpersonal conflict, but also like there's just like also been a decent number of deaths of like people, and I'm just like, oh, for why? Oh, in the bog down in the valley, oh. Whoa, whoa, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. So I'm thinking about Big Man to help me escape the horrors. Trademark. And the limb on the branch, and the branch on the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog, and the bog in the boot. Whoa, whoa, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. My fucking layers are a mess on this canvas. It's bad.
Where the wretch.
There's one death I want to hear about. A certain Mitch who we all know is dead, but they refuse to say he's dead.
I will. Yeah, this month has been a time, which reminds me to say, everyone reach out and say hi to your friends. Yeah, I definitely. I'm trying my best to reach out to friends that I'm like might not have interacted with in a bit. But also, like, yeah, the guy's definitely dead at this point because they keep using old photos of him. Like, there was a photo of him from last year that they used, and then they keep AI generating new ones. It does make the death of Lindsey Graham even funnier. That like one of the last things he was recorded as saying was that he was gonna go see Mitch. The last thing he says, I'm gonna go see Mitch now, and the next thing we hear about him is he fucking died. It's macabre, but it's really fucking funny. I'm gonna see Mitch here now. The bird in the feather. He wasn't wrong. Yeah, you know? Hole in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh. Life has a sense of humor sometimes. At the very least, I need to have a sense of humor about life. Put up with the thing the Pope said before dying. What did the Pope say before dying? I don't remember hearing anything about that. I just know the last thing that the previous Pope did before dying was meet with Vance. Okay, there you go. The bog down in the valley, oh. Whoa, whoa, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. That exactly. Every day in 2026, I fight the urge to get THC edibles as they're expensive. When I move to a place where like weed is legal, I'm doing edibles. I'm fucking over reality. Give me something that like give me something good. Give me the good shit. The shit that will send me to the fucking orbit. The branch in the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. The bird and the bird and the nest and the nest and the limb on the branch and the branch and the tree and the tree and the hole and the bog and the bog down in the valley. Oh. I would think y'all would be too afraid of me on weed, so I can't do that to y'all. I always take too much, to be honest, granted, let me be conscious of being able to form concrete thoughts, but it's not very productive. I mean, like, I start, like, the usual advice I hear is, like, start with 10 milligrams and then go from there, and do it with a friend who, like, knows what to expect, so they can kind of guide you through the experience. There we go. I don't want to make him, like, too buff as his default. I think, like, a leaner build, and then, like, I'm gonna do, like, a leaner build, and then I'm gonna give him a, honestly, it might be funny to, like, it might be cool to, like, accentuate certain features, like these rounded horns get, like, more sharp. Just, like, something a little, like, add on to the menace of the design a little bit. Wingspan is the best game to play while high. You just go, haha, bird. Just, like, start turning some of these like, some of these into, like, sharper edges. It's almost like having, like, a chibi form and then, like the chibi form and then, you know, the bara form. I mean, there's places you can still get the hemp gummies, which can metabolize into small THC, but not worth it as the actual gummies. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk that. Because also, it's like one of the major things is, like, I want to be able to pass a drug test. Because even though I've been searching for the last year to no results, I still want to find a new job. I mean, I think it doesn't necessarily reach this high. To some degree, this is, like, because I am developing a character that's functionally two characters with similar design elements. So, like, I need... Why do I do this to myself? Why do I like character designs that are, like, relatively complex or have some gimmick to them? You like the pain? It makes you feel alive? You're not necessarily incorrect. Although it's not that it makes me feel alive, it's that I feel like it's a good balance so far of, like, interesting but like simple but recognizable, I think is like the design elements that I'm trying to prioritize. In fact, they made a map where balanced landing does nothing due to having absolutely zero elevation. It's just a flat line ground-wise. That sounds like something that they would do. To be fair, you know, that is the same skill that they like they fucked up in such a fascinating way where people were actively avoiding leveling it up because if they leveled it up too much, it would break an infinite. So, you know, not necessarily the best designers over at Behavior. Behavior, I feel like DBD exists in spite of. Hey, how about another short? Hold up, let me look real quick to see.
Wretch, wretch, we're the wretch.
Starky, what if I told you they made a female trickster skin that in canon is a knight trying to steal Trickster's job?
That's really okay. I would almost give them credit, except for there was definitely a posting from Behavior for people there that were supposed to work there to be AI content development. So it basically it reads less like it reads more like "Hello, fellow kids" instead of like an actually like interesting and funny thing to make. Why did you? Why did I just watch? I'm glad she's so enthusiastic about grape leaves. It's good. It's good. Let's see. Okay. Now let's look at the build. And this is why we double check. Another hex Jason. Because so this is... I feel like the arms need to be like... What I sent you isn't necessarily for stream, but just something I think you would benefit from seeing sometime. Okay. Because so I'm the build for the like this is the twink / base build. It can be, but it's also a post stream laugh. Okay. Given how little time we have left on stream, I kind of want to figure out these arms real quick. The hands and the feet are gonna have to wait. Okay, this looks at least like here. I feel like I need to bring the arms up. Like the here. So something like that. I'm probably have to like just mess around with this a little bit to figure out the shapes that I like. Maybe bring it down just a little bit and then... I did not realize that there was a pop song about pop music. It all seems very unnecessarily meta. Okay, that's looking a little bit more, you know, clean. Admittedly, I'm gonna have to draw relatively like smaller hands. But I think in terms of just like small guy energy, I might need to shrink the head a little bit. Just that way it like looks properly, you know, sized. But like this is giving like a more slender build. This is definitely more restrained than like, and like with restraint, it you know the you know sequences. Because the transition, I think, is the appealing part for me here. I'm just like scope out the hands real quick. I will probably pull this up next time. We have, oh god, we have a lot of stuff in the queue. I feel bad ending like, you know, well, there's still a bunch of stuff in the queue, but also like I don't necessarily, because I got plans yet tonight, because I am trying to be better about being in VR chat to stop by and hang out with some friends. But I feel like in terms of like how the design's going, relatively like well, all things considered. Admittedly, a lot of rework done, but I think it's a lot of positive rework done. But thank you for hanging out. Hopefully it was a nice chill stream to kind of ease you into your weekend. Now let's see who's live. See who can stop by. Oh god, I have too many windows open. This is a very real problem for me that I definitely need to stop doing. Hopefully it was like, you know, at least, you know, enjoyable to watch the process of someone trying to figure out character design. Because by no means am I naturally good at this. Hold up. Okay, Gusly did get the partner. Actually, you know what? We haven't stopped by Gusly's stream to celebrate him hitting partner. But also, he has been going for 3.5 hours. Although it... Actually, he just got rated in. But yeah. You know what? Screw it. Let's raid over to Marsh. It's actually poggers. This is a compliment. Let's raid over. It's been a hot minute since we stopped by Marsh's place. Goodness gracious. There's so many people alive tonight. Good lord. This is wild. I don't think I've ever seen a Friday this busy. But yeah, use my emotes or her emotes you happen to have. Or start the raid over to, I think it's going to be Marshmallow Bears. He's been going for 2 hours. I might, honestly, I might hop onto the Marsh's call depending on who all I see on VRC, but raid over to Marshmallow Bears. And if this is your first time here, I'm StarkyMorph, the gay chaos growing internet, variety stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly we play indie games, however, over the last 2.5 years we learned some art, so if you see that, feel free to stick around. If you'd like to be alerted when I go live, Blue Sky is the place to be, as well as to see the art that I make, art that I get commissioned, general ramblings, all that good stuff. I need to actually use my, there we go, Blue Sky. We got the YouTube, like to catch up on the VODs there, see the artistic development from 2.5 years ago. There's been a lot of development, and to some degree, this experience is very much highlighting how much I have developed as an artist and character designer, even if it still feels like I've got so much to go. But hey, that feeling never goes away, so I guess just appreciate the development as it's come. We got the coffee sponge. If you'd like to pick up some coffee from Dragon Rose Coffee, this is going to cost StarkyMorph. We got a Discord, like pop in there, say all Sweet Beans, see the Curse Gone through Sweet Beans post. And yeah, that's it. I will be hopefully live all of next week. I will be busy during the weekend, but I will be live Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Hopefully this time back to the normal schedule. I've said it a lot recently, but you know, hope springs eternal. I love you guys a bit. Have a wonderful weekend. I will catch you Monday. Bye.